Support somebody on a sidewalk. Carjacking on a lady at a red light. Pull a gun on the owner of the liquor store. You think it's cool, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face. Smoke on the flag and light it up.
I'm so sorry, I have to stop it. This dude's taking matters into his own hands here. What are you doing, mate?
Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find.
Do not do this.
Try that in a small town. Granddad gave me. They say one day it's gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck, try that in a small town. See how far you make it
Not near the house.
down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't.
Those blades, I know them. God Killer.
Now you say something cool.
What? You know, mine is a superpower.
Yeah,
That's
hell
what
yeah.
people always told me.
Stop
That's
sipping
what-
for autism,
That's what I've always been
nerd.
saying. Everybody's been saying this.
But you know
autism
what? You know what
is
I think?
beautiful.
I think it's the microplastics making us all acoustic.
Unironically, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm
It's
stuck.
the fluoride in the water turning us all autistic.
No, it's not the fluoride. Unironically, it is like the microplastics and stuff, and it gets in your gut, and it creates bad gut health. It creates bad, like a biosystem in your body that's just filled with like this bad shit, like microplastics and like hyper processed foods, and not in like hyper processed like fucking turning like wheats into flour or whatever the fuck. Hyper processed, like they're putting all kinds of shit in there, like fucking Red 40 for no fucking reason. You know, in Canada they
Gucci.
Stop, I'm Sonic.
Scared.
You know, in Canada, for Fruit Loops, they use like natural coloring, but in America they use Red 40. They don't need to do that. They don't need to do it, but they keep doing it, and it's because they want us to be autistic. It's because they want us to have altered mental states, so we can't rise up against the government.
That's
No,
true.
can I
How do
be
we destroy the
honest?
microplastics before the government
I
destroys
like
us?
Red 40.
You would,
I like Skittles.
autist.
I like Red 40 and I like
Whenever
additives
like
in my
Red-
food.
Wait, Mari,
And
I
I,
bet
like
you do.
fake sugars.
you like Red 40?
I like xylitol. What? Yeah, I like
Xylitol
Red
kills
40.
dogs.
You like 40's nuts in your
You
face?
kill dogs.
Fillion, you look like
I'd-
a
I'd
bitch from
kill
Silent Hill
your
right now.
dog.
Are you
I'm
okay?
escaping the Matrix.
wrong with you, dude?
Pippa, did you just threaten to murder a dog?
Pippa kills
Oh,
dogs.
yeah, work it, girl. You get on that catwalk.
I'm getting out of my ball. Call me Charizard.
Right.
Pippa, have you ever murdered an animal
Pippa
before?
isn't an ATF agent. She's my own personal
had the-
ATF agent.
What is
I've had
an
the mercy kill animals.
What is an ATF agent?
Those are the people that kill dogs, but like government sponsored.
So they're
Yeah, they try to come and
assassins?
take your gun.
Oh my god. Well, that was Japan.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Well, that was Japan. Oh my god.
You know what would actually be furry, chat? Wait, chat, type 1 if you want cat girl elephant to come out on Catter Day. Chat, type 1 if you want cat girl elephant. I have to take off my antennas because it doesn't work with the antennas. It just feels like extra shit. Alright, wait. Here I go. Oh my god, I don't. Wait, fuck, that's stuck in my head now. No! Why is it stuck in my head? Alright. It's gonna be annoying because I hate doing this live, but alright, there. And then And then again. And then boom. Boom. That's... Yeah, that's how it works. That's how live 2D models work, Chad. Did you know that? Whoa. In GTA, you're not beating the gay allegations with the GTA story. Do remain the eternal until I ancient god. Oh yeah, I'm gonna drink more. You guys should ask more incriminating questions, man. Why aren't you asking more incriminating questions? You're asking lame questions that don't mean anything. Ask more questions that are like cool and funny. And go on. I'm waiting for the funny questions. Bitches! How tall are you? In real life, I'm 5'1.5".
Do you drink a soda to get a bit of a jolt? Well, now it seems that Mountain Dew can also give a jolt enough to power up an engine. No kidding, folks. This engine is powered mostly by Mountain Dew, along with a bit of gasoline. It's just one of the displays at the Exotic Research Conference 2000. The exhibit features many inventions like this lawnmower engine designed to run on alternative fuels and significantly reduce pollution.
The most schizo conspiracy theory you believe in too. It's not the most schizo, but I believe the Sahara Desert used to be Atlantis. That, and another one is that I know it's like a big thing of like, whoa, wow, that's so retarded. But the moon landing, I don't believe in. It's not really schizo. Only schizo ones. I gotta think this one though. I might have them in my book. I have a little diary I keep where I write down all the theories that I have. It's kind of a mess because my handwriting is shit. And usually I'll write shit when I'm like waking up from my sleep, right? And I'll be like fucking crazy tired. And I'll have like this weird epiphany in my nightmares. So I'll just wake up and start writing in the book. And then collab with Fuamoko. I don't know what I'd collab with them with. They're not really like me. Base Alex Jones enjoyer? Absolutely, yes. You really don't believe in the moon landing? I have my doubts. Beer number 3, lads. Getting down to seconds now. Let's go! Waking up from ash and dust. It would have been more expensive to fake the moon landing than to film it there, by the way. Yeah, sure, but I have reasons to believe. Nixon had a lot of reasons to just, you know. I don't think it was faked. I think it was really heavily exaggerated. Do you believe in the goon landing? Yes, I do. I goon land every day. What do you think about giants? Well, I mean, when you kind of subscribe to the theory of Atlantis, you already, it's like an automatic thing of like understanding that giants did exist if Atlantis did, etc. It's the same shit, you know. You know what? I watched a JRE episode. Yes, I have, but I don't remember the bits of it because that was a while ago. Do you believe that there's meaning to life? That is something I believe that humans cannot decide ever with themselves. Humans are too far fucked and fucking retarded to like, I don't know, bring meaning by themselves, you know? Nyan Anunnaki? Fuck yeah, Anunnakis and shit, man. Oh man, I need to do an entire stream on them. I need to do an entire stream. Yeah. Do you think we have gone back at least once? Back? What do you mean? Have you heard of the presidential bloodline? Yes, I was talking about it literally yesterday. That they're all related to the English King John or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I think at this stage, at this point, the general human being is not, I don't know, conscious enough, you know? Like, sure, we're conscious for our level, but imagine a fucking alien looking at us. Another thing is that it very well could be like, I don't know. Another thing is that, like, aliens could come, right? And they'll look at our fucking species and it'll literally be like fucking Stellaris, where they're too retarded, they're too dumb fuck retarded to understand what it's like to be alive. Therefore, we're gonna give them a few more centuries. You know what I mean? Just over 100 followers until you go cosplay time Elfin. Wait, what? I have to cosplay as Elfin soon. What is the next level of thinking? Well, again, there's layers to consciousness, right? There's layers to how much you can, I don't know, comprehend the world. I guess the next level would be literally having an understanding of, I don't know, geometrical aspects and like understanding mathematics, but on a, I guess, finding a different language that is relative to mathematics, but more explaining. I don't know, man. I have no idea. That is so crazy, chat. Let's celebrate. I'm almost at 50k followers on Twitter, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. That's crazy. Any conspiracies you wouldn't tell anyone, no matter who? I don't have any particular ones like I wouldn't tell anyone and like, oh wow, I wouldn't tell. I guess the ones that I wouldn't tell and I can't tell right now is how I mentally am half the time, because I feel like that's too personal to me, and if I try to explain it to someone, first of all, I sound like a schizo. Second of all, it doesn't bring me any benefit. Thank you for super chatting, JJB, contributing to the butt plug fund. Fuck off. Alright, realistic, think about it, chat. If everyone for a single day, if everyone, like, if every person on the world disappeared for a single day and you were the only person on Earth for a single day, what would happen? You know what I would do? I would fucking go down the streets and be naked. That's what I'd fucking do. Your question is, do you need to wear white panties? What do you mean white panties? I promise you're invisible already. Wow, thank you. Ghost Roto would be better invisibility and intangibility. Yo, is that Instagram and Twitter famous Elfin style? Chad, I'm slowly becoming a niche internet micro celebrity. You should play Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Malkaboy and its sequel if you haven't. Russian anime girl mental illness simulator. Yeah, I want to play it soon, actually. I like Code Geass, but it's not my favorite anime. Why do you live in the UK even though you're not British? I have reasons. Have you tried homemade wine or something made by a small brewery like Cornish Cider Farm? No, I haven't. 可以是哒哒哒哒哒哒，哒哒哒哒。I only watch Golden Boy and Oran. Oran High School Host Club. You gotta monetize your Twitter. I don't know how to. I don't have to like put some. We don't need a similar elfin. Is already a mentally ill Russian anime girl. I love Code Geass when I watched it. No, but for real, the congrats on growing all your sizes Resident Evil. Thank you, Icarus.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
People think I'm insane because I am frowning over He mentioned something interesting. Cypher is pursuing new research. He claims that what they're doing in Africa is the missing piece. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Of the mass of the entire universe, right? If you look at the black holes and the non-luminous matter, ordinary matter, baryonic matter, that's in the universe, that's 3.6%. Add those two together, you've got 4%, right? Now there's dark matter, and that's up to 22%. 22% over 4, that's 5.5 times more dark matter in the universe, which is everywhere, than there is everything you can see, including the black holes and plasmas that you can't see, right? So there's a lot more of that than there is of what everything we're made from, okay? If you can access that dark matter, then you have something that is so much more powerful than stars, than black holes. It's 5.5 times more energy that you can capture. How do you capture it? You use a thing that is called the toroidal moment, and it is an electrodynamic tool which gives you access to the dark matter. And it is based from ordinary matter by creating a complex current structure, but it's actually quite simple. You need at least 2 tors, and in each tor you need at least 2 tors, and in each of those tors you need 2 tors. You need a wheel within a wheel within a wheel. And that allows you to create toroidal moment, and that allows you to cohere this dark matter into this point, and it's the dark matter itself that is able to transmute elements. And so when you want to create oxygen out of carbon and hydrogen, you need to take the carbon, which is 12 nucleons, and you need to keep pumping hydrogen into it, and at least 2 of those hydrogens need to become neutrons, so you go from carbon 12 to oxygen 16. So you add 2 protons, 2 neutrons. The neutrons are formed by adding 2 electrons that are already in the system, and you do that by using dark matter in the form of a relic neutrino. So you convert CH4 methane, which is what Malcolm Bendall had in his 400 kVA generator in Australia, which is the only one we can actually say is doing this process for certain, although the one that had the so-called plasma loop coming out and in Thailand maybe 7 or 8 years ago, that should have done it. And that was the one that got me interested in whether it's doing the job or not. And so if you take carbon, hydrogen and hydrogen and hydrogen and hydrogen, i.e. methane, and you convert 2 hydrogens into neutrons by taking the 2 of the electrons, and you fuse that whole thing into oxygen, you end up with oxygen, and basically you're producing oxygen from methane molecule, essentially. That's one thing. But if you take carbon and oxygen, you fuse them, you get silicon, which is the second most abundant element on Earth. Oxygen is the most abundant, right? So if there was a process that accounted for the abundance of elements on the Earth, you wouldn't be surprised if you didn't have oxygen and silicon coming out. And then silicon dioxide, that's basically most of rock. Most of planet Earth is silicon dioxide. If you keep fusing this, you get a thing called iron, which is the core. And it's also a large portion of the body of the crust of the Earth as well. And what you see in the center of Malcolm Bendall's structures is these iron-rich crenellated spheres surrounded by carbon and oxygen and calcium, which is made of alpha particles as well. And calcium is, again, one of the most abundant elements in the Earth's crust. The other one that's the most abundant is aluminium, which is when you take carbon and oxygen, you fuse them, and you get aluminium and a hydrogen atom. Okay? So the answer to the process is the Earth's crust, 4.5 billion years worth of it, with lightning bolts, with water and the hydrodynamics producing these clusters, water coming up through mid-Atlantic hydrothermal vents and coming through cracks And when you get your mineral water, is the mineral dissolved out of the ground, or is it synthesized by the cavitation, the temperature, and the thermodynamics going on in the process of the water coming up from under the earth to the outside of the earth? Maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe the elements that it is dissolving were already synthesized by this process earlier on in the Earth's geological history. So when you look at the elements there, I would predict I would see titanium. Why? Because, and I'll read this, I know I asked you to read it, but like far in the universe, nuclear collapses very often take place by the gravitational force after stars consume their fuel.
Here it is. Nicholas Flamel is the only known maker of the Philosopher's Stone.
The what?
Honestly, don't you two read? The Philosopher's Stone is a legendary substance with astonishing powers. It will transform any metal into pure gold and produces the elixir of life, which will make the drinker immortal.
Immortal?
It means you'll never die.
I know what it means.
The only stone currently in existence belongs to Mr. Nicholas Flamel, the noted alchemist, who last year celebrated his 665th birthday. That's what Fluffy's guarding on the 3rd floor. That's what's under the trapdoor. The Philosopher's Stone.
In other words, if the bubble cavities are of the correct volume and spherical geometry at the moment they are collapsed, they will symmetrically implode to form a toroidal electromagnetic field or plasma structure, which has the ability to sustain its form and can be used to perform work, including the atomic reconstruction of carbon-based exhaust streams to atmospheric levels of oxygen and nitrogen, similar in composition to pure, clean air. This is the process of water bubble cavitation. The ball lightning or plasmoid is the true secret of the thunderstorm generator and the specific process behind what people previously called cold fusion or low-energy nuclear reactions. These are now becoming defunct and imprecise terms, but for a long time they were used to describe elements of the same process in other historical experiments and systems. The true process of water bubble cavitation, as employed in the thunderstorm generator and Malcolm Bendel's future atomic reconstruction technology applications, does not produce a nuclear byproduct, and the reactions are not cold. They occur at extremely high pressures and temperatures, which, however, are safely contained within the context of this system. The newly formed plasmoids feed on surrounding water vapors and gases, and they utilize this potential energy to grow their own plasma structure. And then along with the remaining water gases and vapors, they are vacuumed in a stream through the outlet at the top of the chamber into the final unit of the retrofit system, the thunderstorm generator itself. Unit 3, the thunderstorm generator, or Vajra. The final unit, the thunderstorm generator, or Vajra, is the reactor of the system. The exhaust waste stream, primarily consisting of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and hydrocarbons, is atomically reconstructed during this phase, reforming the elemental matter, potential energy, into more useful elements in the context of this system, primarily significantly increased levels of oxygen, but also hydrogen and other elements. We will explain this process briefly in more depth after giving an overview of the basic construction.
I came across this. This is a figurine. For a second, I thought it was real, but I thought the way it's positioned here, it looks like a real guy standing along the side of a desolate New Mexico or Arizona road. And my first thing I thought of was, would you pick him up as a hitchhiker? The right hand holds a gun. Forget the gun. Say the right hand has a big thumbs up. You're driving along this highway, this expanse, through the middle of nowhere, the New Mexico or Arizona desert. Now, the right hand is a thumb up, no gun. Everything else is the same, and he's not shaking a fist at you. Would you pick him up? I might. I'm not joking. Not for those reasons. I'm heterosexual. I'm not into this kinky horse shit. He might be very interesting. compared to other people, let's just say other people that are in the mind-controlled people we have to deal with daily. I think this guy would be interesting. I'd pick him up if he was a hitchhiker on the side of the road. That's the first thing I thought about when I saw this. Now, when I saw this, the first thing I thought of was I grew up in the 70s and early 80s, and it right popped in my mind that we had real toys. We were rough with each other. We had guns, plastic guns that looked real. We played cowboys and Indians. It bred real men the way we played as kids, other than what they do today. But then for a second, I think, wait a second. If your father gives you that figurine, does that breed a real man? Look at that. It either breeds a real man if you put him in certain poses and make him do certain things, make him act tough, or it could lead to a downtown address in the Castro district in San Francisco, one or the other. If we're going to go through a 15, 20-year period of the wasteland, let's just get it over with, make somebody like this our president. It's better than who we have today. Honestly, we're getting to the point, we're getting so fed up with the society. If the wasteland's going to come, let's get it over with and make somebody like this our president. I'm okay with it.
Kim Jong-un. There's been too much death, too much violence. Turn over all your weapons to me. I am here to protect Seoul, South Korea.
Matt, you've lost it, almost. Many of you have told me you want to be there on the day I truly lose it, and you'll know when I do. I'm close. I'm not quite there. If I keep getting these sorts of pictures and AI images of me, that's going to drive me there a bit sooner.